What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith. We're back again. We just talked about the running backs coming up in this draft. We've gone through the offense, almost got one more position. Talked about the tight ends last night, talking about I feel like we could definitely use some help at the tight end position. Now, we get some news today. Some surprising news, to be honest with you, but not so much because you got to figure something out. Let's talk about it. So the news is that JJ Arcega-Whiteside is switching to tight end. And this news was dropped by Jeff McLean, who reported that he's moving from receiver to tight end from his NFL source. So, look, this makes sense. This is something we have talked about before. Arcega-Whiteside has struggled immensely in his few years that he has played. He's been terrible. And we all know that the Eagles selected him over DK Metcalf, as did every other team not selecting DK Metcalf. But, yeah, not great. So this has been over this young man's head for his entire career, and he has done absolutely nothing to change that opinion. So a 6'5", 225-pounder, we were excited, I guess. Not really, because we wanted DK Metcalf, but we tried to believe in this kid. Okay, he's got something, right? Red zone threat, sure. Yeah, this dude can't separate. He doesn't go, whatever, dude. We've all seen it. You see it here. He's played in 40 games, 7 starts, only 16 catches out of 35 effing targets, 290 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, 18.1 yards per reception. That's 7.3 yards per game. Shoot me in the face. 5 drops. That's not good either. So, even when they are throwing the ball, he's got 16 catches, 5 drops. This dude, he has just not done well. So this year, we talk about, is he even going to make the roster? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. But we talked about, last year, him being the only blocking tight end other than Devontae Smith, who can block decently enough especially for a guy his size. But you don't want to use Devontae Smith for that. And it's good to have a receiver that can do both. And you say that a lot of times with a receiver that can block, not a guy that can block and not, receive when he's a receiver. But I'm not here to bash Arcega-Whiteside. We all know how it is. But, we talked about it's pretty barren at tight end. So let's look at the Eagles tight end position here. And, you've got Jack Stoll. Love the promise of that young man. Noah Togiai is back in the building. Love that. Richard Rodgers back around. Tyree Jackson, love the promise of that young man, but unfortunately he's banged up, so not even sure he'll play next year. But now you move Arcega-Whiteside there. Okay. We've talked about adding that F type of tight end, not the Y type tight end that you're putting on the line. Someone like Dallas Goedert you can use there. He can block on the edge. He's not the greatest. He's getting better at it, but you're not putting Arcega-Whiteside on against any edge rusher. I don't care who it is. So he's more of that second tight end, right? That's what he's trying out for, that third tight end. We use 12 personnel, 13 personnel. So a receiving tight end is what you would think of him as. And because he's not a great blocker, but he's not a great receiver either. So I think for me, it's a why not kind of move right now because this dude's not going to make it as a wide receiver. Let's not kid ourselves. So giving him a chance to go out, why not show what you've got, move him to tight end. Who cares, But the thing is, if you get rid of JJ Arcega-Whiteside, you will save $1.1 million in cap space. He costs $1.5, so it's a move that'll save us money. So he will get cut if he doesn't pan out there. Excited to see what the Eagles do in the draft. Go check out that video from last night. Some of the tight ends that I definitely would be excited about. But we've got some guys in house. We talked about it. I loved it. Togiai was pissed when he left. Glad he got brought back here. So you've got him, you've got Stoll as the young guys, you got Richard Rodgers, we talked about as the veteran leader of that group, and then you've got, of course, Dallas Goedert, tight end 1, but you've got to add to that room. I would love to see it in this draft. This is just you better show us something. Dude's probably not going to be around, so don't get upset. I know a lot of people will lose in their minds, but we'll see. JJ can block. Now that I look, it might be pretty good. Yeah, he can block for a receiver, but he's not a good blocker as a tight end. That's why I was just explaining that. Richard Rodgers, yeah, I explained that to you. I thought last night, Anthony, when you were saying about Richard Rodgers. Yes, look, he was not part of the team last year, and because of injury, he was brought back. And then, of course, Zach Ertz being gone, all that stuff. But he is somebody that can help out in camp, stick around, but I highly doubt he'll be around. So agree with you there. My man Drew in the building. What's going on, dude? Just wanted to make this quick video, let you guys know this is something where Arcega-Whiteside's given a chance to prove himself. because he's not going to make it as a wide receiver. He's more of that F-fit tight end that we've talked about, not that wide tight end going on the line. You want him off of the line. You don't want him dealing with edge rushers. More of sometimes maybe as an H-back at times, taking on some of those safeties, some of those weak side linebackers. So that's the role that he's going to be trying out for, but he's probably not going to make it. Like I said, $1.5 million cap hit right now, and we would save 1.1 if we cut him. So best of luck to him, but highly, highly doubt it. So yeah, we've talked about this since last year. He's done nothing. So you guys saw, I just showed his stats here. In 3 years, that's what he's done. That is atrocious. So looks like he'll be on the move here if he doesn't figure it out. But again, hey, think of him as a receiving tight end. So if you're just looking at him as a tight end, like, oh, he's a good receiving tight end, just not great at blocking now. Whereas when you're looking at him as a wide receiver, you're like, oh, the guy could kind of block. He's just not a receiver. So not a great spot to be in there, JJAW. Hope you figure it out for our benefit. But, and best of luck to you too as a human being. But yeah, think we need to focus on the draft. Go check out that video from last night. Lots of talent. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. How are you feeling about this move? Let me know in the comments down below. Appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribing to the YouTube channel. I truly appreciate the hell out of all of you. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be talking wide receivers, so I look forward to it unless something crazy happens. But have yourselves a great night. Got one last comment here. Oh, whoa, throwing it in here. If it was me, I will not cut Richard Rodgers. He'll be my third tight end, but the only reason why I'm going to cut him is because of his age. Yes, and that's exactly what we talked about last night. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have yourselves a great night. Anthony, thank you so much for tuning in. Drew, appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below. I got to get rolling out here, though. So I will get back to you guys if you comment below. If not, I'll catch you in the next one. All right, guys, stay safe out there. And as always, go on.